Hi guys, welcome to Vic and Vern Sports Show and welcome to the Defcon Rugby Show. All on my own today because we got a little bit of technical issues and we can't get the second person in. So Vern's not there. Pity. But what are we going to talk about today? There you go. URC Super Rugby Sevens, Hong Kong. Oh, big sevens. They top 14 Premier League, Japanese League, Six Nations, women, of course. So we'll be talking about a few things today. There you go. What do we think? Where we are? I think we had a good Defcon 3 at the moment out of 5. So not a problem there at all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Much appreciated. We're on our way to 153,000. And that's the email if you want to get a hold of us or send any information. But so let's start. You know what? Let's just start with the URC. There you go. Those are the results of the weekend. Edinburgh, tight win there against Tebre, 31-30. Both of them not making the playoffs. Ulster losing to Leinster, 21-29. Leinster with the red card. Ulster could have pipped them, but it's not like, doesn't look like it. Then a good show from the Bulls. They went to Swansea and they beat the Dragons there, 47-7. Good play from the Bulls. They are firmly back in the playoff hunt here as well. Then, again, no limoncello for Vern. He wasn't happy on this game, I can tell you that. Stormers screwed this one up. They could have gone top of the table. They lost to Connacht 24-33. Then the Lions, don't we all love the Lions? They thrashed the Warriors 54-12. The Lions are such a well-disciplined and coached team. Van Rooyen doing a wonderful job there as the coach. This man is going to go places as a coach. Then the Scarlets lost to Cardiff 24-28. Benetton losing to Munster 15-45. No, they didn't lose. They got thrashed. And then we don't want to talk about the last one. We'll just leave it out because the Sharks are a joke. Should have won this game. Didn't win this game. And the Sharks, I think, are officially out of the playoffs. Don't think they can make it. Let's have a look at the standings quickly. Look, they've played 15 games. There's 3 games to go. The Sharks win all 3 games. They pick up 15 points. They can move to 49. That's not going to get them into the playoffs. There's no way they get into. So the Sharks season is over. The Ospreys season is over. It's just a question of Connacht, the Bulls, or Munster, because Cardiff will be in there as well. Maybe even Ulster can fall down, or the Lions, but because Cardiff they won the trophy there for the best Welsh team. So yeah, there you go. I think the Bulls will go up. I kind of think Connacht is not going to make it. Got a big game this weekend coming up, of course, against the Lions. So we'll see what happens there. But look, Glasgow still on top. They're followed by the Stormers and Ulster. I even today put it specially. I highlighted the Stormers, and Vern's not here. There you go. Then the Super Rugby, my lord, in the Super Rugby, there was a hell of a lot of surprising results there. And again, I don't know why I've got to do that now. Now that's pissing me off now. I don't know. I've changed it twice and it doesn't work. It should stand Crusaders. I did that twice. I've put in the word Highlanders and it hasn't taken it. The Blues did beat the Highlanders 47-40, but I'm going to change that now because I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with that at all. Results, there you go. Let's go. That is Super Rugby. There you go. I don't know why that's done that to me. There you go. Blues against. Let me just change that quickly. That's the good thing about being live. Highlanders. There you go. There you go. That's a lot freaking better. The Blues against the Highlanders, 47-40. So look, Highlands, I don't think are going to make the playoffs. Waratahs beating Moana after Moana were leading at halftime, 29-14. So Waratahs keeping themselves in the hunt. The Chiefs beating the Hurricanes there in extra time. Both on the same amount of points now. We'll see that. Both teams going to make the playoffs. Brumbies losing to the Drua at home. That was not supposed to happen, but it did. Well done to the Drua. And the Western Force surprising the Crusaders in Pretoria there. 31-26. Crusaders in a lot of trouble at the moment. And of course the Reds had a bye. Let's have a look at the top of the Super Rugby standings. Look, that drew a win, puts them in playoff contention, maybe, but I doubt it. I still think Moana, Force, Drua, and the Highlanders don't make the playoffs. I think it's between the Waratahs, the Reds, the Crusaders for that last spot. There, two will make it, one won't. Brumby's going to make the playoffs unless they start losing to everybody like they lost to the Drua. The Blues, they're nicely positioned. And the Chiefs and the Hurricanes both out on top, but the Hurricanes do have a game less. And we'll see what happens on the weekend. We're not going to do the weekend's games now because we'll do that on Friday. Friday, we've got plenty of time. Then the Gallagher Premiership, round 13 of the Premiership. Some big results. The Bears thrashing Gloucester 53-12. The Tigers, they just chommed up. They had a meal there with Newcastle 62-3. The Chiefs losing to the Saints 28-35. Bath thrashing Harlequins 48-15. And yes, it's not a typing error or anything. The Sale Sharks lost 19-85 to Saracens. If you got the word Sharks in your name and your rugby team, you automatically cuck. Because let's be honest. The Hollywood Bet Sharks out of Durban are shit. The Sale Sharks are cuck. It's unbelievable, man. Look at the table in the Premier League. The top four make the playoffs, and I think that's the way. I think the Bears will still get into the playoffs. I think Exeter won't make it. I think it's going to be Northampton, Bath, Leicester, and the Bristol Bears, but we'll see what happens there. Big games coming up this weekend. We'll tell you about them on Friday. Then the top 14 in the French League. I just want to quickly go into the chat here. Just want to see if there's anybody in the chat. Yeah, Paul Terry, Marnus. Why at Paul? It's because Damas, Dobson play. No. The Stormers are an accident waiting to happen. The Shield, there you go. That's what it's called. The Shield. Yeah, Bern. There you go. Now let's look at the French League quickly. La Rochelle beating Bordeaux. Is that right? Vern took these in. I gotta check this. La Rochelle beat Bordeaux. No, I can't believe that. I won't believe that. Top 14. Let's have a look. Let's see. Is that possible? La Rochelle beat Bordeaux. Damn. Big win there for La Rochelle. 45-15. Maybe it's just a hangover from the Investec Cup. Bionnet losing 22-54 to Pau. Montpellier thrashing Perpignan 42-21. Clermont beating Lyon 41-23. Montauban got thrashed by Toulon 47-22. Toulouse had no problem beating Casters 25-42. And Racing took care of Stade Française 47-20. Let's have a look at the standings there in the French League. Toulouse way out in front, followed by Pau, Montpellier, Stade Francais, Bordeaux, Clermont. That's tight there. From 2 all the way down to 7th. Anybody can still make the playoffs. They say, it's tight. Then we move to the Konichiwa League there. Konichiwa, my friends, there in Japan. And Mihonda Heat losing to the Black Rams Tokyo 5-49. Then Cannon Eagles took care of the Urasawa D-Rocks 33-15. Sun Goliath took care of the Kubota Spears lost to Kubota Spears 22-27. The Mitsubishi Dynaboards the Brave lost to the Brave Loopers 26-45. The Blue Revs lost to the Wild Knights 24-34. And the Verblitz, Toyota Verblitz losing to Kobe Steel 24-38. In Japan, that's the table at the moment. Wild Knights ahead of the Steel, Spears, Black Rams, Sun Goliath, and Brave Lupus. All the way at the bottom, the Urasawa D-Rocks. Surprisingly, Mihonda Heat, even though they got thrashed, they're still in 8th spot. So, interesting. Just want to have a look here. Stormers were shocking, says Paul Terry. Yeah, that is the way they are. Then we move to the Women's Six Nations. They call it the Women's Two Nations, man. It's France and England. The rest of them are cuck. Go play sevens rugby with the rest of them. Because let's be honest. I mean, England thrashed Scotland 84-7. Wales are actually not too bad against France, 38-7. Ireland spanked Italy 57-20. I mean, it's a joke. It's a joke. I mean, I'll show you the table. They're only two weeks in here. But it's England and France, Ireland and Scotland. I mean, Ireland, Scotland, Wales and Italy, they should make their own little competition. Because it's just not happening at the moment. It's just not happening for them. That's the Six Nations. Then we've got to talk about the Blitzbook. I'm going to put anything up there. The sevens rugby out of Hong Kong. I did a lot of that on the weekend. Vern got to do the finals. Congratulations to the New Zealand ladies, the Black Ferns, for winning yet again against Australia. That has been every final this season. Great result. Black Ferns on their way to becoming world champions. That was the first stage in Hong Kong. There's another 2 stages to be played. One is being played in Bordeaux, and the other one has been playing in Valladolid in Spain. So the one at the end of May and the other one at the middle to the end of June. So we'll know who the world champion is by then. Looking good for the New Zealand ladies. Then on the other side, we had the Blitzbokke. Yes, the South Africans, they won that one. Both number 1 teams, the New Zealand ladies, the Black Ferns, and the Blitzbokke, the South African men. They are the number 1 seeds after the regular season, and they both won their tournaments. Didn't start off well for the Blitzbokke, losing to Spain, but they recovered, they did well, and they're on their way. So let's hope they can become world champions. But I got a shout out to the lesser nations, or the new nations. I thought the Brazilian women were phenomenal, the way they played. Got a shout out to the men, Kenya, really good. I thought even the Germans on the men's side, didn't do too badly. So yeah, it was a good tournament. Can't wait for the next one. End of May, it's in Bordeaux, and the final is in Valladolid. So let's check it out. Aussie girls were unlucky. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they win or lose. Vic loves the Aussie women's football team. Hi, Madison Ashby. There you go. So that is the show for today. On Friday, our next Defcon show is on Friday. There's no Defcon tomorrow. On Friday, we will update you on the first Super League games. I'll be doing one on Friday morning. And we'll talk about all the lineups and everything for the weekend. We'll let you know which URC games we're doing. I don't think we're going to do the Sharks anymore because I don't do mediocrity. You're not in the playoffs. You're not worth me doing it. I'll do somebody else. We'll see. But that's it. So let's have a great weekend of sports which lies ahead of us. There's football, there's rugby, there's cricket, there's tennis, there's golf, there's there's snooker world championships. I see Ronnie O'Sullivan doing well. So let's check that all out on the channel, guys. But hey, thanks for indulging here with me today. I know your favorite presenter Vern wasn't here, but that's just the way things go. And once again, I'd just like to shout out to Madison Ashby. There you go. See you guys soon. And don't forget, this evening there is basketball. I'm not sure if we're doing 1 or 2 games. I will discuss that with Vern in a few minutes time. See you guys later. Ciao, ciao.